Okay, I think some of you can see me now. At least I hope so. And maybe even hear me. Hello, everyone. Okay, so I guess you all can hear me. Okay, I think I'm back now. Can everybody hear me? I'm not sure if you guys can hear me or not. Okay, great. I wasn't sure. There's a little bit of a delay. We're getting a little bit of a lag, but it seems to be better now. So, how's everyone doing tonight? Alright, well, I'm glad the stream is working. I'm glad everything is going. Sorry for the bright light behind me, but, well, until I can buy some new lights and stuff, there's not much I can do about that. After talking with Linda for a bit last night, or not last night, night before, it sort of had me thinking about what I wanted for dinner. So tonight I'm gonna actually do oven baked fried chicken with some nice little roasted potatoes and some vegetables. So I figured, you know what? I didn't put out a video this weekend, so it's a good time to do a stream. And let's have some fun and talk and do all that fun stuff. So I'm going to get started here because actually I am starving. I thought about starting the stream earlier just because I was hungry. So hopefully this is going to work now. Hey, we have a cutting board. So that is in good shape. Okay, and the lag's not too bad there. So I hope everyone is still here. Seems like something has frozen. No, it seems like we're in good shape. So, like I said, I've got my cutting board, my knife. Roast potatoes. They're just one of those things that are just so good, so easy, but no one does. I sort of cheat. I buy these little round, whoops. I'm playing catch up with the lag on the camera. You know what? Why don't I just go to the live view? There we go. So I just buy these nice little small potatoes. Real easy. Cut in half. I'm able to get these nice little packs that I can get. They come red potatoes, white potatoes, yellow potatoes, all mixed together. So it makes it simple, easy to make dinner. Just chop all these up. Just off camera here, well, you'll see in a second, I've got this plastic deli container. You've seen me use them before. Yeah, these little potatoes are excellent. They're the most ideal thing ever. I remember when you can only get them at the start of the season, but now you can pretty well buy them all year round. They cook so quick. Lots of really nice flavor in them. So all I've done is I've tossed them in my little container here. In the bottom I have some melted butter, a little bit of olive oil, garlic powder, pepper, salt, and that's it. I think part of the reason no one likes to do roast potatoes is it's a pain getting them all mixed up. Well, all I do, put them in a container, I know. Well, guys, you just saw how many potatoes I did, and this dinner's only for me. So once they're all tossed up, right out onto a cookie sheet. Try and get the last few stragglers out. I'll be honest, there have been days I've come home and just made a big, huge portion of these, and that's dinner. So that definitely wasn't hard. I have my oven set to 425, so those go in. We'll give them a bit of a head start. Now we've got everyone's favorite other white meat. Good old chicken. Some good old chicken. I'm dropping things everywhere here. It's never good when you start dropping your equipment. So Linda, we were talking about this the other night, how you want fried chicken out of the oven. And that's kind of what made me think of this. So to cook it faster, because let's face it, the whole idea of this is dinner on the table really fast, is I've just butterflied those. I've got an egg that I beat up with some water. Now, Linda, I told you when we were talking that I normally do a flour dip, but these chicken breasts, because I let them out a little bit, they've dried. So I'm able to put them right in the dip. If the chicken breasts you're dealing with are really wet, then of course dip it in flour first, then in the egg, then in some simple breadcrumbs. These are breadcrumbs I made myself. That's right, yes it is. And if you're cooking with a convection, you turn it down 20 degrees. So it'd be at 200 C. Like I said, there's a bit of a lag, so if I'm slow to answering your questions, that's why. So here I just have some simple breadcrumbs that I made myself. I just took some old baguettes that were dried out, put them through the food processor, baked them in the oven for a little bit, and that's it. But I am going to really season this. So we've got just some black pepper, or in my case, a lot of black pepper. You doing this at home yourself, you can season this however you like. I'm going kind of simple, but I am going to throw a little twist onto this. Right now I'm just adding some garlic powder. And because I'm a sucker for punishment, I hope this shows up okay, but this is ghost pepper salt. This is crazy hot. And it really doesn't take much. I'm going to show you in my hand here just how much, if it'll come out. That's how much I'm adding. It's like an eighth of a teaspoon. If that, maybe even a 16th. But it's really, really good. If you like hot stuff. If you don't like hot stuff, leave it out. Season it however you like. So now we're going to try and do some more camera management because I still need more space. I've got a cookie cooling sheet here. It's just on top of regular baking sheet. I've put parchment on it because it just makes things easier to clean up. I hate doing dishes. I don't know anyone who likes it. But now we're just tossing the chicken in the breadcrumbs. It's actually not going to be that hot, Linda. Most peppers, when you roast them, they become a little bit milder, and it brings out a lot more of their other flavors. Try and get that little scraggly bit. See, nothing hard at all that we've done here. And Linda, this is exactly what I was saying the other day about using a little wire rack over your cookie sheet. This is just going to allow the heat to attack from all sides. It'll crisp up both sides at once. And because I've butterflied it, excuse me, because I've butterflied the chicken, it's going to cook a lot faster. This will be done in about 10 minutes, 15 minutes in the oven. I'm just washing all the breadcrumbs and chicken stuff off my hands. And before, I don't have to turn it over, I don't have to do anything to it now. So it makes it super easy. Before I put this in the oven though, I am just going to let it set there for 5 minutes. I'm going to let the breadcrumbs absorb the moisture of the eggs and form a crust that's going to stick to everything. So you were asking like how do things not fall off? This is it. We're kind of like when you mix water and flour together and you make that really kindergarten-y glue. We're doing the same thing, but just with something that tastes better. So I am going to put the chicken that I didn't use though back in the fridge. There we go. Yeah, you see, so, some might come off. That's always to be expected unless you're really deep frying it. But this way I find I lose less breading. It comes out fine. It tastes really good. And it gets really crispy. I'm just moving some of the dishes out of the way. Also on my stove here I've got, you can sort of hear me mixing, but I've just got a little chicken gravy that I'm cooking up right out of a pack. No need getting super fancy for no reason. What I do like to do though on my breaded chicken, like let's be honest, let's make this something really special. And just like I say in all my videos, if you know me, you know I love my cheese. So I'm going to sprinkle a bit of Parmesan. This is going to form another crust. And it's going to get really, really tasty. I do bake. I do bake. A lot of the times you'll see on the channel I'm doing pizzas, I'm doing breads. I went my video on the last weekend was supposed to be homemade cinnamon rolls. But after I made them and edited the video and was getting ready to upload it, they'd cooled down. So I went to taste one. And the recipe I'd followed was absolutely horrible. So I scrapped everything. And it's part of the reason I'm doing the live stream tonight is to make up for the fact I didn't really upload anything other than Chloe's incredible intro movie that she made for me. So this was like my little, I'm sorry for not having a video this week. But this weekend I'm going to redo the cinnamon rolls with a different recipe. And yeah, I do some baking. So I'm just going to put this to the side. We'll take a quick peek. Ooh, those potatoes are sizzling away. Chloe's intro was excellent. She did such a good job. She did such a good job on that. I've never been happier. There we go. There we go. I'm back on me because looking at a cutting board, not really the most fun. Let's try and move this up. There we go. Now I can see everything. So, how long did all that take? 13 minutes by my calculation. That was getting the potatoes done, getting the chicken breaded, it's resting before it goes into the oven, and now can just sort of sit back, relax. Dinner's doing what it's supposed to, and that's it. And you've got a great dinner that'll make everyone happy. Because if it's for the kids, use the exact same chicken, same breading, same everything, but cut it into strips for them. Leave it as whole pieces or butterflied pieces for you and yourself, you and whoever you're with. But for the kids, make chicken nuggets with it. They can pick it up with their hands and eat it just like that. The potatoes, you can cut those potatoes into French fry shapes, cook them the exact same way, and they'll be happy. It's fries. So it's kid friendly too. Instead of serving it with like a chicken gravy, like what I'm going to have, give them a dipping sauce. Give them a barbecue sauce or a plum sauce, whatever they like. Give them a big thing of ketchup. But they're all set. And dinner is done. Right now it's all about cooking. So what I'm going to do now, because I was actually sitting down. Wow, when I open that oven door, it is so hot. Those potatoes are coming along nice. The chicken goes in the oven. Faster than delivery. It's real chicken. It's real everything. You all saw exactly what I put in there. When you're looking at either McDonald's or Popeyes or well, I'm not going to say Chick-fil-A because I've seen how Chick-fil-A does their chicken. And if I'm going to eat chicken, I'll eat it there, I guess. Definitely not KFC. KFC is the devil's food. So, simple, easy. I know it's going to taste good. This is one of my go-to meals that I make all the time. And even when I'm having company over, I'll make it. It's fast, it's simple. It leaves me time to be with them. Yeah, KFC is, it's absolutely horrendous. Um, and KFC in Canada is even worse than KFC in the United States. I understand that in the UK and most European countries it's a lot better than it is here, but I won't touch the stuff. Where I work, I have a KFC that's like two doors up from me, and that's all I can smell all day long. And it's just putrid grease that I smell. It's absolutely horrendous. So, Linda, you had 998 questions. I haven't seen any of them yet. Well, KFC, guys, is Kentucky Fried Chicken. The chicken part is questionable. The fact that it's Kentucky Fried, and the guy who started the company was Canadian, and it was actually developed in Canada, really makes me laugh. That there isn't one thing about that product and that product name that is right. And by the way, I'm just having a ginger ale to drink. I'm not having, not having anything stronger. You're thinking, hey Linda? See, I put you on the spot, and your 998 questions just went poof. Oh, this gravy's nice. Or it will be nice. They're, I don't know if they have them in the States or anywhere else, but it's a company called French's. I'm pointing this to the wrong camera. It's a company called French's. This isn't the one I was using, but it's a really, really good seasoning company. And they've started coming out with blended flavors. So you can get like a beef sauce, but it's got steak spices and all kinds of stuff in it. And this happens to be a chicken gravy that is infused with bacon. So, and to me, chicken and bacon is a match made in heaven. Stay away from it, guys. Trust me, you don't need it. There's nothing good about it. It's not fast food. It's not good food. It's questionable that it is food. And if it's anything like here, it is extremely expensive. So I would avoid KFC like the plague. It is horrendous, horrendous food. And if there was any way that I could, if I had to make a fast food company disappear, it would be KFC. That's how bad they are. Um, it's just the worst. If, oh, I've heard of Culver's before, and I've heard very, very good things about them. Um, they're a lot like our Miss Browns, which is a spin off of KFC, but where everything is cooked as you order it, and it's not a takeout. You have to eat there. They don't even do delivery or takeout. So, Gaz, if I have my choice between McDonald's and Burger King, believe it or not, I'm going Burger King. Uh, the way they cook their patties, it does give a lot of the fat a chance to drip away at least. Whereas McDonald's, they're frying it in its own fat, and there's so much salt in their meat. When I started cooking, like everyone else, I've had my share of fast food restaurant jobs, and I worked for Burger King for 2 years, and I can honestly say that their seasoning in their in their hamburger patties is quite literally beef. They don't add anything to it. There's no salt. There's no additives. There's nothing. The only thing they put in was some, I can't remember exactly what it was, but basically it was just to help prevent freezer burn, and every company in the world uses it, including McDonald's. Um, and I do like that little taste that the flame broiling gives. So for me, if it's a choice, yeah, I'm gonna go to Burger King. Not the most popular of choices for people, but they make good food if you stick with their hamburgers. I keep seeing more and more viewers showing up into the room, but I don't see anyone showing up in the list. So it makes me wonder what's going on here. How many people are getting counted as two? The way I'm sitting right now, I know it's really hard to tell. There we go. Hey, Angel, you missed all the prep, though. I hope you at least saw what I was making, Angel. We made you a safe chicken dinner. We already prepped the food, Angel. The whole point of this channel is food faster than takeout or delivery. And we had a whole dinner in the oven in, what did we say, guys? 13 minutes? Yeah. It looked really good. It smells really good. In fact, we're just going to check everything. Give those potatoes a little check. Whoop. The chicken is almost ready. So right now it's really just waiting on the potatoes. Yeah. It is fast. This is homemade fast food that, like I say, anyone can do this. For those who were here, so Chloe, Beats, Linda, you saw exactly what I did. And there was nothing hard about it. Anybody could do it. From the start of the stream to the time it hit the oven was under 15 minutes. And everything is done. A good way to make bagels. Okay. Linda, in some of my past videos, there's the pizza dough recipe. You can use that exact same recipe. Just change the olive oil for melted butter, and change the sugar for honey. Once you've done that, you're going to knead it. Do it the exact same way you would do the pizza dough. You're going to let it rest a little bit. Then you're going to roll them out. And just like the pretzels, because pretzels and bagels are almost prepared the same way. In a pot with warm water and some fruit flies, because I have a fruit fly blowing in front of my face. A pot with warm water and 3/4 of a cup baking soda. Boil the bagels for 2 to 3 minutes. Put them on a cookie rack just like we have the chicken. Put your sesame seeds, your poppy seeds, Put your fruit flies on it. They look like poppy seeds. No one will know. Uh, and bake them in the oven for 15 to 20 minutes. I know with Montreal bagels, part of the big difference between New York style bagels is New York style bagels are almost always baked in an oven, whereas Montreal bagels are always cooked in a fire oven, a wood fire oven. So it gives them quite a lot different flavor. Fruit flies, it's nature's protein. So it's just those crispy little bits. You know, no one's ever going to know once it's cooked. Yeah, I was I was doing like a little fruit plate, and part of an apple had rolled behind my mixer, and it was just before the stream. I came in and I was like, why do I have all these little fruit flies? And then I realized they'd found that little piece of apple. So bagels are real tough. Bagels are tough. They aren't tough to make, but everyone has their idea of the right bagel. Here in Montreal, where I am, we have three main companies or bakeries that do Montreal style or Jewish style bagels. And the war between the people who like one to the other is just incredible. Yeah, I was in New York, oh god, I want to say 5 months ago, and I went to Carnegie's for breakfast, and they put it is Bagel Wars. It makes the Cola Wars look like nothing. But I was in Carnegie's, and they brought out this basket of bagels, and I dropped one on my plate and it broke the plate. So there is there's like everyone has their different taste of bagels. There isn't a bagel mold. There's two ways you can do it. One, you can just make like a little rope about the length, I'd say maybe 6 inches long, and just then roll it around your hand to join the seam. And that's the proper way of doing it. You can also make like a disc and just poke a hole with your thumb. That's what most people do. It's not the right way, but it's what most people do. And in a few weeks, I will be doing a bagel video. I'm not going to be baking them because I'm not about to build a fire in my stove. I will be baking them, but they're going to be a hybrid New York Montreal bagel. So I just want to take a look at this chicken. Whoa. I have to remember that when I open the oven door, I get a blast of hot air. Okay. We were talking about how quick this is. The chicken is done. And the potatoes have like 2 minutes. Yeah, the oven is hot, but it's still better than when I did that first live stream. And I'm never going to live this down. I was doing the stream, I was talking with everyone. I went to pull the pizza out of the oven, and I didn't grab oven mitts. How my video didn't get flagged or censored or anything, I don't know. But to grab a pizza out of the oven at 450 degrees, wow, that honestly hurt. Okay, we're going to bring up the cutting board again. And it came into focus. I'm just going to watch that screen. And ah, geez, I thought I turned that bot way down. And there's our chicken. There's our chicken. We can't get any faster or easier than that. It's nice and crisp. Of course, we've got that Parmesan on top, which for me just gives it a little bit of extra flavor. And that's fully cooked. And if we let that sit for a few minutes, the crust will set up and it'll get even crispier and taste a lot better. And Linda, the best part, no sticking and cook through on both sides. Part of me wants to turn off that bot, but the bot is also doing collection for me, I guess. Just ignore the bot. That's what everyone else does. It's not set to time anyone out anyway, so nope. No foil, no nothing. Like I said, the parchment's there just to catch the few little crumbs, and it just makes it, I don't have to clean a dish. So that chicken is done. The potatoes are almost done. And even the potatoes, you saw how quick and easy that was. And it was just chop up the potatoes, toss them in a thing with some melted butter, whatever seasoning you like. So I went garlic, salt, pepper, some oregano, and that's it. Poured them onto a cookie sheet. There I used foil, of course, and that was it. We have the gravy done. Yeah, well, I don't think he's so much sick of strawberries, but, oh, Angel, to answer your question that you asked in the video, to get your chocolate smooth and silky, add a teaspoon of oil to it before you heat it up. And it'll be nice, and you can dip your chocolate in it, and it'll be nice and velvety, and it won't harden up on you as fast. Not like when you're at the fair and it just gets really hard on you and you just eat chunks of white chocolate. Yep. Yeah. Whatever you do, like you'd said in the video that Chris added milk, don't do that. Never add a liquid that is water-based to chocolate, because it'll seize it, and like you saw, it will make cottage cheese. There you go. There you go. And you're lucky. Hey, Chris, you made it. So happy to see you here. I don't know if you saw the chicken that we're doing. You're going to have to watch the replay of this, because we made a chicken dish from start to finish, including roast potatoes, in under 15 minutes. So no more upset tummy for Angel, no more food poisoning, and you guys can season it exactly how you like it. We just did ours today with some pepper, some garlic powder, and I topped it off with some Parmesan cheese. So you can do white chocolate in the microwave, guys. Do it in 30-second bursts. Take it out, give it a stir, put it back in for 30 seconds again, and as soon as it starts to get somewhat liquidy, there's still going to be a lot of chunks and a lot of big pieces, just keep stirring it, and the heat will melt the rest of the chocolate. And that's the best way to do it. But never put never put any chocolate in the microwave for longer than 30 seconds, because yeah, it's just going to burn and stink, and no one likes that. We dropped See, this time I remembered. I'm not grabbing the potatoes out of the oven without my oven mitt. And I'm not leaning into the oven to get hit with a blast of hot air. And try and put these down. And once again, we're going to do our flip over. And there's your roast potatoes. Very simply seasoned. Yeah, sizzle, sizzle, big time. But that sizzling just means crispy, and crispy just means good. And I know, because I was watching all your vlogs from the Florida State Fair, and your twisted potatoes, and your ribbon fries. But here's a big trick. When you pull something out of the oven, that's when you should hit it with your salt. Because it's going to take it, and it's going to soak up or coat it better than once it's cooled down. Once it's cooled down, what's basically happening is you're just sprinkling salt onto your plate, because it's just going to fall right off. Oh yeah, lots of salt. Potatoes love salt as much as you guys do. So, we have our plate. I've lost my tongs. We've got our chicken that was cooked on the cooling rack for your cookies. So this way it doesn't go all soggy. It cooks a lot faster. Turn my oven off because we don't need that anymore, and I'm baking. And there you go. You've got an oven baked fried chicken, in this case with a nice Parmesan crust as well. Oven roasted potatoes. The whole meal, from pulling everything out of the fridge to getting it in the oven, was 15 minutes. 25 minutes in the oven, and dinner's done. We're going to turn that just around, because I love putting my gravy on. And what's nice with that Parmesan crust, Angel, you've got to tell me afterwards how to stop the Streamlabs bot from pinging everyone like that. I've got it turned down to maximum, where I actually have it set to 100 symbols, and it's still nailing people. So if you could help with me with that, please. And there you go, a chicken dinner that will make anybody happy, and definitely won't send anyone to the hospital with food poisoning or be sick for a few days. So it's Angel safe. Super easy, super fast. Easily make this when you come home. 15 minutes into the oven. Sit down and relax. Sit down, yeah, it's pork chop safe. Sit down and relax while this is cooking. Talk with the people who matter to you. And then sit down and enjoy. It's as simple as that. Once again, to everyone who was here when I started this, and you saw exactly what I did. Was anything hard? Thank you, Chris. It is super simple. It's super easy. Like I say, when this goes, I'm gonna have this obviously in my live stream menu, so you'll be able to see exactly what I did, Chris. But literally, it was 15 minutes. It was cut up a couple of pieces of chicken, cut up the potatoes, did that while the oven was heating up, and threw it all in. I gave the potatoes half an hour to cook. The chicken only took 20, and that's it. That was dinner done. So it's now 20 to 8. I am definitely going to enjoy this dinner. Thank you, everybody, for coming out. As always, Linda, you didn't hit me with your 998 questions. I think you only hit me with one or two. So, simple and easy. Chris, I'm really, really glad you made it out. I'm glad you saw this. And I told you next time I did a stream, I'd cook. So, I cooked this. And everything. It's... I know, Gaz. Get to bed. It's late for you. Chloe, it's late for you as well. Oh, you're down to... Okay, well, 996. You can hit me up in Discord for that. So... Again, thanks for everyone for coming out. I'm going to start nibbling on this while it's hot. I'm just going to tell you to go to bed, but I know otherwise. I know you're not going to. But the dad in me has to say go to bed. So, simple as that, Chloe. Again, Chloe, thank you ever so much for the incredible intro. You see, it's the first thing that plays on the channel when new people come, and parts of it are going to be the intro to every video, so I'm not going to say that, Chloe. Angel said it already, so thanks a lot, everybody. It's time to eat. I'm so happy you all came and stopped by the stream. If you haven't already, hit that thumbs up. And bye, Angel. Thank you ever so much for coming by. I don't know if I'm going to live stream again this week. I was thinking maybe Friday. It's not sure. But in the meantime, there will be a video this week. And as always, I'm in the Discord room. Beats, if you're not, or Gaz, if you're not in the Discord room, when this video is processed, I will put a link to the Discord room, and if you ever want to join us there, please feel free. And there you go. So until next time, I know everyone here. I will for sure. I will, Chloe. I know everyone in the room, but for those who are watching this video in replay, thank you so much for stopping by. If you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. The more people that do, the more it helps me out. So, till we meet again, thank you ever so much for coming by. We'll see you then. Bye.